Hello everybody, today I'm here with some more Disney Heroes Battle Mode, and today we've got 3 new characters to showcase, and I guess new isn't so accurate anymore. Vinny was the sign-in hero for August, and now we've already got the sign-in hero for September coming along, so most of you already have unlocked him and know what he's all about. I don't think I played as him at all yet. I suppose I could bring him for like a black team if I do that eventually. He actually works out pretty good for that. Then Fred as well. I did get a chance to play with him in the Big Hero 6 team, but other than that, that's the only time I played any rounds with him, and I don't remember everything about him, but I mean I get the gist. And then Lilo. I used in the Lilo and Stitch team. Unfortunately, Lilo and Go-Go I unlocked around the same time, and I decided to hold off on Go-Go just a little bit because I might get some more chips for her by the time I do another showcase, where Lilo I already have to 6 stars, which is the first time in like probably years that I've had a new character to 6 stars. The prize wall made it very, very easy to get her leveled up. And for me, the event isn't even over yet, so she will be fairly highly powered. This will be an actual good showcase of a character for once. Even though I do only have her at orange, she isn't even at red or anything. But let's just try to go into the newest campaign. I doubt it will go that well, but we can bring them in here, and if I just can't do anything, then we will switch them out. Mr. Incredible will be doing most of the stuff, so there's a good chance as well that even if they don't die, we just won't be able to see what they're even doing. So it probably will just end up having me go into the other campaign anyways, but I'll try it and see. Okay, so there they all go. Hopefully at least we're able to kill Davy Jones here. His chest is pretty strong this time around. I seriously did not get the context of Davy Jones' chest for the longest time, but I just recently watched all 3 of the main movies with my friends. So I now completely understand the chest. It was a big thing in both the games I play. Okay, so we lost, so that's awesome. That's what we get to look forward to after we're done showcasing these characters, but let's go in here and take Mr. Incredible out. Alright. Vinny's animation is pretty funny, he just shrugs. So yeah, Vinny's the one I need to watch the most because I haven't seen him at all. And he's pretty easy to watch actually, there's a lot of explosions going on. But to be fair, there's a lot of fire from Fred too. I guess I really did the fire team prematurely because I think Vinny and Fred would both be pretty great for that. Alright, let's see. So, Vinny and Fred... Well, actually that's not true. Vinny stays in place, Fred is kind of a front line. And then Lilo is as well. They both attack with... Because Fred uses his sign for the most part. And then Lilo gets up close and personal. Oh, she got sent back. Let's see if there are any aspects that we're not getting from Joy. It didn't seem like it. Lilo had one against her from one of the enemies. And I don't want to do this for too long either because I do want to get into the chapter as well, and at least, well, hopefully I'm strong enough. Anyway, my Mr. Incredible is pretty strong, so it's a little scary to have not beaten that one. Alright, so Vinny does a lot of damage to just the enemy team in general with those, that explosion in particular. Wow. You see that flare taking effect as well. Yeah, he seems pretty useful, I gotta say. I keep going up in chapters because we keep getting through them, so. Okay, so first off, Vinny. He has that big one where he pushes down on the, where is that even called? I don't know, but he has that big explosion that goes across the screen and hits all the enemies. And then he also throws a flare and also throws a little bomb. You can see both of those in action right now. Is that all of them? It seems like that's all he's got. And then Lilo here is punching. She's got her hula dance. She also does the scream. And then pulls out Scrump there. And I believe all goes towards a specific enemy. Maybe actually the hula thing heals. It's hard to tell with Joy here as well. And then we gotta look at Fred too. That one was a little too tough. The shank really got to us. So, Fred here comes in with the sign. And he starts whacking with the sign until he gets his fire going. And then he still doesn't have his fire going, but there we go. So breeze fire. Okay, he decided not to do anything there. He's still just whacking with the sign. I'm waiting for him to light the sign up. He ain't doing anything. Okay, Fred, thanks for the showcase. I feel like these are the ones I just did. I hope this isn't the one with Shank. I just gotta see Fred do something, you know? Okay, now his sign is on fire. Yeah, is it gonna lose fire when he goes in? Yep. That's cool. Come on, Fred, I just want to show everybody what you do. Is he gonna get it now? No, that's his regular fire breath. What determines whether he lights it up? You have to lose a certain amount of health. Dang it, man. Let's go back here and take these out just so we can see if Fred is willing to do anything. He might die right away, to be fair. And he's stunned, that's cool. There, his sign. Yeah, it must be when he goes past half health, he gets more damage with his sign attacks, just in general, I would imagine. But he isn't even using a sign to attack, which is annoying. He has a little fireballs as well. And then, yeah, he mostly just attacks with his sign, but he also has a few fire attacks as well. Yeah, Vinny seemed like a pretty great attacker. Lilo's great just to be in front, and she's able to stay alive pretty well. You can see her fighting that Shank. She was not dying anytime soon. Well, we also had Joy. So it's hard to kind of judge in that aspect, because Joy was constantly healing her, but I believe Lilo has some healing abilities with that hula dance move as well. But yeah, Lilo's pretty great just in general, also because I have her up to 6 stars. Then Fred's a pretty decent attacker too. He does a good amount of damage just in general, and also is in the front, so he's taking all the hits for Vinny and stuff. So it's hard to click on this chapter. I can try it with my better team. I honestly don't even know. I might just have to like flick the auto button on and off. I don't know. I don't even know if they'll make it past this initial round anyway. Oh dang. Okay. I have gotten my Hector Barbosa leveled up pretty well too, so maybe that'll help. But that Maximus is pretty strong. Bella's still alive too, which is interesting. Dang. We did better the round before, honestly. So let's try to keep auto off for this one. See if we can kill them without it. Okay, that was probably a bad idea. I bet this isn't gonna go well, but whatever. Sorry if that showcase is somewhat short. You can see a good amount of Lilo and Fred in the teams, and then I'll eventually do a team with Vinny too. Like I said, the black team could work out pretty well. But I really just want to get through this campaign and not let the level go too long, or the video go too long. And if I'm getting stuck too often, I can just end it at any time I feel like, I guess. But if it's possible, I'd like to get through this chapter. Let me know what you think about each of the characters. I'm not an expert on if they're good or not. If you know where they place on any tier list, or if you just enjoy a specific one of those characters in general, I'd love to hear about it. Would anyone mind telling me where we're going? We need to find Stitch. All that gibberish on the last dev note is Tantalong. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Tantalong, it's an alien language. I think we should check the precinct first. Not with Carrots. He's there so much he might as well have a frequent arrest punch card. That is funny and probably very true of if Stitch actually lived in the city, or in like the Zootopia city as well. He'd constantly be in jail. I do not remember Tantalog being a thing. It has been a while since I've done a chapter, but I was just gonna go along with it like I knew exactly what he was talking about if the game hadn't questioned it. I imagine if they say it again in the future, I will also not remember it then. Bringing beasts in these might be causing me to lose my 3. Oh, well, he got to his white skill there, so maybe he'll be okay. Whoa. That was rough. Dang it, we lost Joy and Beast. I don't really need these levels specifically at the moment. If I ever need a 3-star them, I can always come back at that time and just like try and bring in Mr. Incredible by himself, I guess. I'm constantly trying to level up Mr. Incredible and Hector Barbosa as often as possible. If ever I'm going for badges, I'm going for their badges specifically. And I know they're not the best characters, but they're my best characters, and I quite enjoy using them. And then every once in a while I'll get chips for the other ones. Joy, Randall, Beast, Baymax. I don't really go for anybody else. I can't imagine anyone who's really good at the game and knows all the strategies and stuff could even stand to watch me use these characters, because I realize that it's probably not even a good team in general. But Stitch not know how to get home. Cheese and crackers. Tell me, Stitch, would you know how to find it if we, say, let you out of this jail cell? No. Well, at least he's honest. Well, that was a cool exchange. Really got a lot done there. We got some dialogue pretty close to each other there. I wonder if this one is more dialogue heavy than others. I always forget how specific characters are just way tougher than everybody else. Or specifically for my team in general, because Mr. Incredible's good at just getting characters with, you know, a decent amount of health, but with no defense or anything. Because like characters that survive, Maximus, Shank, Hades, I mean, what's her name, Mulan. So sometimes like Tigger, Peter Pan, like this Maximus here, survived my bigger hit, and no one else really did. Well, the Baymax actually did, but he died soon after that anyways. Sally sometimes too. Belle apparently. I did not realize that before this episode. That was honestly really scary, but I also had Beast there backing me up, so that might have helped. I'm genuinely surprised Beast made it all the way through that one. But yeah, everyone else usually just dies immediately when Mr. Incredible gets his skill. Like, look at that. Everyone except Maximus just died. And it's something about specific characters. There must be some general trait that allows them. That Tigger right there just died, and so did the Bell, so... Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but ones that are better leveled up, I assume, usually can survive that kind of thing. And yeah, Shanks are like terrible, man. That Shank in chapter, like what, 1920? It's just like super unbeatable for my newer characters. And Mulans can be really rough too. I'm just thinking all the characters that make me lose a stage sometimes. Like the Maximus was the one that was messing me up in this chapter. It's interesting. Because maybe I should try to get some of these characters leveled up, so... Well, I guess I should really just try to level characters that are a good counter to those specific characters. But I don't know who that would be. That's another thing you guys could let me know in the comments, I guess, if you know. But I feel like I don't have any, like, strategists for this game specifically. Like, I get tips for Disney Sources Arena even, and I never get, like, any tips for this one. So I don't know. Also, the game is getting stuck, like, a lot in this episode. Which is weird, because I shouldn't be having Wi-Fi problems or anything, so I don't know why. I don't know if it's laggy necessarily or what is causing it, but it just like suddenly stops like abruptly. Oh man, this Mulan is already taking out my team. Yeah, this one we should destroy right away. Yep, the Baymax survived just because he wasn't on the ground at the time. Then the Mulan again, but we got that one. The Gonzo just evaded Mr. Incredible's attack, because if he has the skill right away, he's typically able to hit everybody that's on the ground in the same area. So even if there are like a bunch of enemies, he just slams. Again, it's stuck. I don't understand what's going on. It shouldn't be this bad. Like, it didn't have a lot to load in. Or maybe there's more characters later on, but you'd think they wouldn't load in until later or something, right? Yeah, so the Hades will... Dang, man. It's getting stuck so bad. Like, this is maybe the worst I've seen. And like, nothing is even happening. It's stuck again and nothing is even loaded in. This is rough. Well, Mr. Incredible could be a worthy ally, or opponent, but mine is leveled up more. All the characters are all still in their reds, seemingly, so my yellow Mr. Incredible should be able to go up against a red Mr. Incredible just fine, I would imagine. Jeez, it just cut to him already on the ground. Is this going to be every level? Because this is rough, even for me. I suppose Ian sometimes live too, but I guess that's just because he has that barrier at the beginning. It's every single area. Not even like the beginning of the whole round in general, it's every area. And in the middle of them. Nothing's even happening, I just killed them all, just move on. It's probably going to get unstuck, and then the screen's going to move, and then it's going to get stuck again. Did somebody live out of these guys? Because it doesn't look like it. I'm sorry guys, but... I'd imagine the best solution would just be to exit out of the app, but I can't really do that while I'm recording. Oh, the Darkwing lived. And it's gonna get stuck. There's a nice Pluto in the background, some nice Pluto art. There's a random guy standing back there. I wonder if the developers ever, like, if they have to make characters like that, if they ever choose themselves to put back there. I guess it's kind of doxing yourself, but no one would ever know. But it'd be fun to have yourself in your own game. I guess the artist that made it doesn't necessarily know the people either. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like freezing completely. I'm tapping the pause button and it's not even pausing. Now I'm hitting the X and it won't go out. Oh man. And we're probably not gonna lose, aren't we? And then all this is done for nothing. Jeez. What a thing to do. How far are we? I can't even back out. It's frozen right here. So what could it possibly be loading right now? Oh my gosh. I mean, we're pretty far into it. I feel like we should just try to finish it, but... Well, we didn't win that one. It's freezing in the menus. Like, what can I even do at this point? I can't even get into the level. There's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. That's not the issue. I might just have to be done, I guess. This is awful. I already played this level. What could it possibly have to load here? Let's take it off of auto for a second. Randall just about died there. Okay, so we all have our skills here. We got Maximus, so that's a good sign. There we go. What, he was behind... Mr. Incredible's behind Pluto Sign somehow. Okay, well that one actually did load all the way through. Again, it might have been because I already played that level specifically, so it had already... Maybe it's having trouble loading the characters' models, but like we've seen a bunch of these characters in the previous battles, so I don't know. It can't even load my characters' models right now. I had hope for a second. I guess I'd rather have it get stuck at the beginning here and then be smooth all the way through like the previous round. Because it kind of sucks getting stuck over and over again, but it's also pretty rough to sit here for 30 seconds and have nothing happen. So the next showcase will be Go-Go, and then who else? It'll be Helga from Atlantis, I assume, unless two characters come out before her, but I feel like that's probably not very likely. But Go-Go for sure. And then, I don't really want to talk about the other Datamine characters, although they have been Datamine for a very long time. But I assume, because of the past few updates we haven't gotten any Datamine characters, which is a little surprising. But the next update we must get some more Datamine characters because it's been a while. And we've only got two Datamine that aren't currently released, so either we're not getting any new heroes anytime soon, or we're going to get a good amount in this next update here. So that'll be pretty exciting because it has been a pretty, pretty dry. I don't know, but I haven't heard a lot about it. I haven't been able to be excited for any characters really because we're just waiting on hearing about new ones. So that's probably not a good thing for a game to have. You gotta kind of keep people's excitement. Especially in a game that's been going on for 2 years, you know. Not 2 years, 3 years. The King, what kind of name is that? Oh yeah, man, this record is like a really rare pressing. Stitch would be out of his mind if he knew we found this. I don't even understand what he said. What? That sounds like a as good a lead as any. I'm going to ask the clerk if he can play it for us. I guess I'm not... Was it a record? Okay, he meant record isn't like a musical record. I was so confused by that sentence just in general. There was no indication that we were doing anything with music, so that's why I was confused, I guess. I guess I didn't really realize that the Pizza Planet building was behind us sometimes. Oh, the 0 euro, I'm assuming that's from Hercules. Nothing interesting in the background of this one. Unless ID is something. I don't recognize it from anything I know. The Slinky is probably the problem on this. Oh, we also have a Shank. That could actually be a real problem here. We did not do well at all. Okay, so time to manipulate the auto button this time. It's fun, isn't it? Oh my gosh. These last few levels have taken like 6 minutes. We're just about done anyway, so I guess if I'm not able to beat this one on the video, I might just end it and then beat it in my free time. There might be some dialogue we miss out on, but yeah, this might just be my last try because I don't want to sit here and do this every single time I'm trying to beat it, just randomly pressing the auto button until it works. So if it doesn't start soon, I'll honestly just end the video now. Again, sorry I didn't showcase the newer characters all too much, but now you can see that it's kind of good that I did it that way because we needed a lot of time to get into these. I hope Randall doesn't die right here. Okay, let's do this and then turn that off. Okay, well, Joy died immediately. We got his skill right away. I didn't kill anybody with that. That's awful. Somehow I need to be doing better. I don't know who's a counter to Slinky, but that is not looking good. There's a chance I'm not able to do this with the characters I'm using. I'm just gonna end the video. Goodbye.